My opponent is going to start either in mount or side control. My goal is to get to the half guard. I'm purposely going to have you get to the half guard without this underhook. I'm going to explain why. Is just treat it like a warm up, honestly. Okay, so from here, right, go, swing in, boom, here, and I'm going to get to the half guard here. My opponent is going to try and maintain chest-to-chest contact here. This is where I want you to end up. Okay, we're going to start our half guard series with what happens if you don't have the underhook. Okay, so whether you're mounted or in side control, just get to this position. Again, look at this position. I'm flat on my back. I have my underhook taken, but I do have control of the legs. Again, forget what I said for now, if you were here before. A good half guard requires 3 things. On your side, underhook, head underneath your opponent. I have none of those right now, but we're going to make magic from here. Any questions? So just get to this position. Cool? Yes, sir. All right. You can get off me now. On 3. 1, 2, 3. You made your way to this quote-unquote half guard position. Again, technically speaking, it is half guard because I have one of his legs in between mine all the way up to the knee. But again, the 3 important things we need from half guard: underhook, head positioning, and on my side. I have none of them right now. However, I do have an offensive attack from here, especially if my opponent is pressing their weight forward over my far shoulder. Now, chances are they're not going to do that. Most guys who play half guard well are going to be right on top of me. That's fine. This technique still works. It does not work if my opponent is gathering their weight towards my inner arm, my inner leg. Okay. So again, if they're neutral or if they're going towards my far arm, that's fine. It still works. It works better the further they are. From here, we're going to hit the Giggler or the John Wayne sweep, whatever you want to call it. If your legs aren't already there, they're going to gather on the outside of his knee, right here. Okay. Now, what he's underhooking, I'm going to overhook because I do not want his elbow to expand. I'm taking his posts away from him. From here, your free hand has a choice. You can either point or you can get under your opponent's hips here. And now I look where I'm going and I bridge over my free shoulder. Here, for the dummy suit. Again, look at it from the other side. So here, technically I'm in half guard, but I don't have anything offensive. I do have one chance from here. From here, again, you'll develop a feel for this. You're going to close this elbow, right? I don't want him to be able to post. You're going to get your hand either underneath his center of gravity or you're going to point where you're bridging, right? Feet on the outside of his knee. Now he's no longer able to stick out his right arm or his right leg to catch his balance as he falls. Do not roll. You're going to bridge. So I look where I'm going and I bridge over my shoulder as I push my opponent or reach here until I end up on top. This is one of those techniques that was taught to me and I was like, I can't get it. And I abandoned it for a while. And then someone showed me how to do it correctly. And now it's one of my favorite techniques from there. Because again, from the underhooked position, you don't have a lot of options. So this is one to at least force a reaction from your opponent. Any questions? All right, all 3. 1, 2, 3, go.
Jose on top and Javon on the bottom here. Jose doing a good job keeping his elbow out, but we see Javon keep his elbow closed here. He's got his feet in position. He's got to tilt to the left now. Oh, okay, that was close. He got lazy with the legs. Right now we see he's got no hooks on Jose's leg. Had Jose been a little bit more experienced, he would have just stepped over into mount. But Javon was strong enough to actually bridge him over here. Almost perfectly executed. I would just like Javon to keep one hook around Jose's leg, just for extra security. An experienced guy, as soon as he feels no resistance on the legs, he's immediately going to pass to at least, I'm saying side control, but honestly, probably the mount. So here, same thing. Gets an underhook on the other side. Now he's keeping the legs a little bit more occupied. I'd like to see him keep the leg hooked. It doesn't quite have half guard because he didn't keep the bottom leg hooked. So he's doing everything right with the upper body. We got to get him to create alignment and just keep a hook on the lower body. We're going to run it again one more time. Then we'll run out of time here. Perk on top, Aaliyah on the bottom here. Aaliyah doing a good job keeping the legs closed. Okay, she's bridging, but she's not bridging in the correct direction. She needs to be bridging to our right, her left, this direction. She was just kind of going up. Okay, now she's got the under. She's going to settle for the good half guard. Good lower body alignment. Gets all the way to the dogfight. Oh, plus a sweep. I'll take it. I'm gonna run it back. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. So here, let's see what she decides. So she's stuck in the chest to chest half guard. Okay, looks like she's not going for the giggler sleep. She wants to settle for the underhook half guard position, which is fine. Okay, I like how she did that. So she's having trouble getting that far. You can't see it, but that far side underhook in. So what does she do? She gets her knees in. She uses her left hand to shrimp back this way and get this knee inside. And now she's using that space to get her underhook in. Because look, she's no longer on the flat of her back. She's on her side. Her head is in relatively good position. So now it's going to be easier for her to get that underhook back, which she got. Boom, lower body alignment. Going to come up to the dogfight, probably sweep from here. Excellent. We got Terrell on top, Zach on the bottom here. Running it in the gate. Oh, classic. I almost said Sizzler. Giggler sweep by Zach. Let's see what happened here. They say go. Yeah, Zach just hits a good bridge, manages to close that far elbow, rolls on top. No muss, no fuss. Let's fast forward a little bit. Terrell holding on. Yeah, so Terrell holding on is, I would argue, holding on too much. No one to hold him, no one to fold him. He's holding on so tight and he's concentrating on keeping that chest to chest position that's coming at the cost of the top position. Oh, I think it just happened again. Let's look at Zach. I really like this. Zach's clamping that elbow close. He's pointing his knees in the direction he wants to go, getting underneath his opponent's center of gravity and pitching right over. Now, granted, Terrell's not putting too much resistance behind it. This might have been a Monday, the first day that we ran it, but principles are sound. Yep. It's gonna keep fast forwarding here until he puts on more resistance. If he does, guess not. I think it's just 2 minutes of this. Yep. High on top and Kirk on the bottom here. Oh, let's start. Yep, I think we're starting with the underhook by accident. Kai doing a good job using his feet to try and pummel out of that half guard position. Kirk doing a good job not letting Kai advance up and get like true chest to chest, or he has true chest to chest, just not able to redistribute his weight higher using that left hand. Now his left elbow. Interested to see how Kirk responds here. Looks like he's got the underhook. He's going to punch it up, turn to his side. Again, I like to see him get that lower body alignment. There we go. Now he's going to be able to fight to the. Oh, very good. The dogfight plus the bonus sweep. Very nice. Run it back. Hopefully, don't run out of time. I think they're going to run out of time, but we'll see. Maybe he gets a miracle sweep in 3 seconds. Two, one. Nope. Got Chris on top and Matt on the bottom here. Almost perfectly executed. Let's see what went wrong here. So we're assuming he's got good elbow positioning on the side. He's got his right hand underneath Chris's hips here. Feet look okay. Okay. Matt didn't keep his feet tight enough to Chris's legs. So when you see him bridge, Chris is able to get his leg out and kind of get stable. I'm also assuming he posted on his forehead, was able to open up his base a little bit. But hey, look, on the way back, we managed to make that good half guard position. I'll take it. Again, if your opponent's heavy somewhere, then light somewhere else. If you go again, let's see if Matt decides to go. Now I would not go for the Giggler sweep because, again, Chris is pulling his weight over here. His knee is off the ground. Now would be prime position to move into that good half guard position. Yep, which Matt does. He needs the underhook here. Good. And yeah, he needs to be a little bit more vigilant with his lower body, but he manages to recover to a front headlock position, turtle position. Not the greatest position, but better than getting flattened out on half guard, in my opinion. Here it goes again. That was a perfect example of how the Giggler sweep and the good half guard position work together. So we're going to see Matt Get the Giggler sweep here. Not his first react. He reacts naturally by expanding his base. That's going to allow Matt to get this underhook in and start to make a good half guard position. Boom, perfect here. Couldn't have scripted it better. We got time for one more. Sticking for that underhook, not working. Oh, I'm gonna run out of time. Got we got Jose on top and Matt on the bottom here. That's excellent. Let me see that again. So he starts with the underhook, doesn't get it, moving his way to the half guard, loses lower body alignment, but manages to switch it over to a butterfly hook. Almost a half guard on the other side. Here, he's looking for that underhook. Gonna get to his side, lower body alignment. Okay, now his head's the problem. Okay, freeze the head. Boom. Doesn't quite get to the dogfight position, but manages to get to a much more defensible position here. Butterfly. Now he's looking back. There we go. Looking back for that dogfight. So I want to explore this position real quick. So he was doing everything right. Now, if your opponent lifts their hips and gets their knee off the floor, your dogfight position is going to be hard to maintain. And this is what's going to happen a lot, where your opponent's going to start testing into you here. No problem. You're still okay. You're in a much better position than you were before. Plus, you have this butterfly hook here that gives you options. Most likely, what's going to happen is you're going to keep going back and forth exactly between butterfly sweep. Obviously, it's going to be hard to get because, oh, sorry, because you don't have this arm locked down, but your opponent has to react. How do they react? They push back into you here. That's going to allow you to pummel a deep underhook and get to that desired position. In this case, well, even better, but in this case, dogfight. We have time to run it back one more time. We're going to run out of time. That's Sean on top, Dave on the bottom here. Dave doing work to pummel that underhook. Oh, manages to get it. Shucks right into the dogfight. Nice. Or the pre-dogfight. I don't know what to call it. We've been calling it the puppy altercation because it's one step before a dogfight. I'm sure someone's got a much more scientific name for it. But while I'm talking, I just missed a great sweep. Let's look at that again. Here, boom. Knees pointed in the desired direction. Clamped. He's going to elevate with this hook. He's going to bridge over this shoulder here. Excellent. Nice. Only one piece of advice I might give is to keep this hand where it is as he bridges. I don't know why he let go of it, but just in case his opponent is strong and gets his elbow or his hand out, just keep that clamped in just in case. Looks like he's going. Oh, I thought he was going for the giggler sweep again. No, but he used the threat of it to make space, pummel that underhook, and get to the side. So far, so good. Pummels his hand in front, gets two frames now. Yep, next logical step would be the underhook, gets to it. Very good. Nice. Textbook. Pretty good examples of getting to the dogfight and using the giggler sweep on this one. I like it. Got Chris on the bottom here, Matt on top. Oh, this nice little slick move by Chris. So Chris is staying hard on that overhook here. Oh, wait, I'm gonna rewind it back a little bit more. Here, sees an opening, boom, pummels it right under. Now he's immediately got to get to his side. Yeah, Matt's being nice to him, obviously. Here, lower body alignment. That's a dogfight. Very nice. Mirror, nope. Arguing about the starting position, I think. Here, now they're started. Chris attempts the giggler sweep. Kind of looks like he's just, yep, did it just enough to get that underhook. Now he's going to build the rest of the system around it. Oh, he's got to get off the flat of his back. Oh, Matt doing a good job countering that by pummeling the far underhook. So now Chris has to use, so he's got one of three. He's got the underhook here. He needs to get on his side and he needs to get his head in position here. I would recommend he does that by creating a lower body alignment first. Because he's got the underhook, but he's kind of stuck on his back right now. He's got what we call a shallow underhook. See how he deals with it? Oh, he's gonna run out of time. Oh, never mind. Yeah, perfect. So he created movement, managed to get that second underhook, and now exactly he pushes his excuse me, I'm still a little sick. Pushes his opponent's base away. Again, I'd like to see him use a little bit more of the lower body alignment here to help him out because right now Matt is still able to get relatively perpendicular to him as opposed to parallel. Your opponent's going to be easier to manipulate.
Yeah, so if you guys remember, last week we ended up in the dogfight position. Just to warm up, we're just going to get to the dogfight position. Beck, please. So I'm going to start you here in quote unquote bad half guard, right? You have two options from here. Either hit the Giggler sweep or get to an underhook. Remember the three principles we need: underhook, ear to the chest, on my, not flat on my back / on my side. Now, you're no longer to end here, right? You got to create alignment in the lower body. Go put an overhook on. You're gonna create you're gonna create alignment in the lower body and then build to a base until you're in the dogfight here. If you get to here, you've won. If you sweep your opponent with the cowboy sweep, you've won. Person on top, 2 winning conditions: pass the guard or maintain chest to chest. Cool? Yeah, we're just setting up this position because we're going through our forward system this week, backward system next week. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Work on top, Anthony on the bottom here. Anthony needs to pummel that underhook. He had a chance to pummel that underhook. If he wants to try and go for the Giggler sweep.
Underhook, Dave. Underhook. Good. Now right knee down, left knee up. Left foot up.
But he got
right knee down, behind him. Here. There, yeah. Sorry. Left knee down behind him. Right foot up. There we go. My bad.
here. Yep, he's got to switch the legs. Very good. You come up to a dogfight, even better. Nice.
Good. Guys, be cognizant of which knee needs to be down and which foot needs to be up.
No complaints here.
Yeah. Hook the other leg first next time, Dave. But that was 99% correct.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, you got to create an entanglement / alignment in the lower body first before you build a base.
The underhook and get his head free. There we go.
And time.
Nice Giggler sweep. Looks like he was going for the underhook beforehand. Try to run it back. Okay, so he crams that elbow in, and then he bridges over it. Very nice. Next one. Oh, Dave doing a good job keeping that knee off the floor, but he gives up the underhook. So now Matt needs no. Oh, he didn't even need lower body alignment on that one. That was nice. Dave did the right thing, trying to get space on the lower body, but got lazy with the underhook. Matt, pummeling for the underhook now. Matt's off his back though, so he could turn it into a butterfly guard or something else. There, he gets the underhook back again. Nice, and now he's going to be able to get to the dogfight. Lower body alignment, dogfight, beautiful. Got Chris on top and Kirk on the bottom for this one. Looks like Kirk establishing a tight overhook on that side. Oh, underhook on that side, sorry. Not quite sure where he's going with this. Looks like he's trying to look for a little bit of speed. Trying to come out the wrong way, first of all. Yeah, there's nothing stopping Chris from just sliding his knee over the mountain here. I think he realized he's going the wrong direction. There we go. Sometimes you gotta let him know. Right, now that he knows which direction to go, see if he makes any adjustments here. Not quite sure what he's doing. I think he's confused about the Giggler sweep and which way he needs to go. Got Hunter on top, Beck on the bottom here. At least I think it's Beck. Hunter doing a good job. He's got his head in an unorthodox position, which is fine. Now it's in a more orthodox position. Doesn't really change the technique though. Oh, Beck gets the underhook, gets to his side. Hunter doing a good job keeping him pinned even though he's lost the underhook. See how Beck solves this situation. Ooh, Hunter was about to pummel his way into the mount. If I were Beck, I would start trying to hit like an underhook giggler sweep from here. I know that, oops. Again, not to get the giggler sweep, but just to make space. I would get his right hand to push on Hunter's hip this direction, maybe enter into an entanglement here, or at least create space so that he could dive back under for this underhook in a more meaningful direction. Looks like he's still fighting, both fighting for that underhook. Smart. Another option Beck could do is start to push this knee away, really start to pummel this underhook hard, and try and get out onto his side this way. Let's see how he solves this problem though. Bridge. Oh, there we go. Bridges. Oh, Hunter tried to. Oh, he did mount. I was about to say Hunter tried to mount. All right, that's interesting here. Bridges. Hunter tries to mount, gets rolled. It's back to mount, but gets lazy on the other side. Beck is able to confirm half guard on the other side, or quarter guard at least. Now he's in the half guard. Now we got the same situation, just on the other side. That's jiu-jitsu. Kirk on top, sorry, Chris on the bottom here. Started on the wrong side. So, chest to chest half. Oh, Chris goes for the giggler, doesn't get it. Exactly, uses that rebound right to get to the kind of like pre-dog fight. Big bridge to get the underhook. Nice. Obviously, no resistance from Kirk here. They're just kind of going through the motions. Let's fast forward a bit. I really like what Chris is doing here. Threatens the legitimately goes for the giggler sweep, but look at all this space he just made. He didn't get the giggler sweep because Kirk was able to expand his elbow, and then penetrates that gap with the underhook. Smooth. That's jiu-jitsu. If your opponent goes to resist one thing, they are more susceptible, ideally, to a plethora of other attacks. Not sure what Chris is asking Kirk here. Hopefully they get time to get one more in. Yep, same thing. Big space. Gets it with the underhook.
From here, let's start with the end. Okay? A good defensible half guard position from the bottom requires three things. Underhook, head posture, meaning my ear is on his chest. That's just a fancy way to say make sure my head is lower than my opponent's head, and also make sure there's no space between your head and their chest, because if there's space, he's going to push your head away, he's going to get the underhook back. And number three, I'm on my side. You need at least those three things in order to defend yourself from half guard effectively. Okay? Your goal is to get here. Obviously, you're not going to start here. You're going to start in that situation that we just started in here. Okay? So, whether you use bridges or frames, you're going to get to your side, get the underhook, and get your ear to your opponent's chest. Another option you can do is hit that sweep we just did. So let's say I'm trying to get my underhook in, and Dave's maintaining, like he's being really hard. He's trying to maintain the posture. Look, I'm trying to get, in order to maintain the posture, he's got to keep up with me. Perfect time to hit that bridge. Okay. Vice versa, if I hit that bridge and he throws his elbow open, well, now I've just made a path for my underhook here. Okay. So again, begin with the end in mind. Underhook on your side, ear to the chest. How you get there is up to you. Person on top, your goal is to either maintain this position or pass the guard. You are not allowed to stand. You must stay on your knees. Pressure passing only, just for the sake of this drill. So again, from the bottom, you win by sweeping your opponent or getting to this defensible position. Person on top, you either maintain what you got or you pass. Any questions? All right, on three. 1, 2, 3.
Got Kirk on top, Matt on the bottom here. Matt doing a good job pummeling that underhook, lower body alignment. Manages to get up to the dogfight, loses the leg connection, but he's pretty much parallel to him at that point, so not the worst thing in the world. Gets the underhook. Got to get that lower body alignment. There we go. Now he's got to free his right leg. So see how his legs are tangled here, right? In order to get to his knees, he's going to have an easier time if you can free this foot. There we go, like that. Now he can post on his hand, switch his base to his knees. Very good. I'm starting with the underhook here. Cheating. If you don't get caught, it don't matter. Very nice. I think they're gonna run out of time for the next one. Yeah. Sean on top, Denise on the bottom here. Sean doing a good job. Keep that chest to chest pressure. Yep, denying Denise the ability to underhook. Let's see how Denise deals with. Oh, manages to get a small gap and gets to the side. Very nice. Get all the way to dogfight. Good. And hits a forward moving sweep. Fast forward a little bit here. Can't tell if Denise already has the underhook here. I don't think so. Oh, no. Yep, she's got the overhook here. She's using her right hand to keep Sean away, keep him from really getting, because you can see her shoulder off the ground here, really getting that chest to chest pressure. Smart. Sean doing a good job adjusting. Denise manages to find that gap and get back to the dogfight. Very nice. Got time for one more. Oh, they're probably going to run out of time. Denise doing a good job keeping the legs entangled, which a lot of other guys are forgetting. Kirk on top, Kai on the bottom here. There we go. Now they're in the correct starting position. Ooh, Kai does a little bump and shake to get that underhook. Very nice. Got needs lower body alignment here. Yeah, forgot about that lower body alignment. Now he's mounted. Let's fast forward a little bit. Now he's got the lower body. Oh wait, I thought he had lower body. Let me see what went wrong there. Everything looked good. Keep your eyes on his legs for a second. So far, so good. Lower body alignment here. Oh, okay. Kirk advances with a knee slide here, but he's falling right into I don't want to say trap because it's not like Kai planned it, but Kai realizes if he rolls a little bit to his left, Kirk's got no post on that side. I don't even think he meant to do that, but that's the power of the underhook from that position. I think we have time for one more. They're gonna run out of time. Got Beck on the bottom and Alyssa on top here. Alyssa doing a good job tripoding up. Beck trying to get that arm back. Oh, Alyssa's got that foot in, maybe. Nope. That was great by Beck. The only reason that didn't work was he had a great clamp on the upper body, but Alyssa was able to widen her base with the lower body here. Oh, I feel bad for Beck. That was almost textbook. On the way back, yeah, no, exactly on the way back, he starts looking for that underhook. That was beautiful. Let's look at that whole sequence again. Goes for the giggler, doesn't get it. On the way back, looks for that underhook, gets the underhook. Very nice. See if he could advance to the dogfight position. Yep. Oh, he's gonna walk into the front headlock, but he manages to get the sweep anyway. Let's see if they have time for another one. Maybe a short one. Probably not. Got Aaliyah on top and Alyssa on the bottom here. Prime real estate for a giggler sweep. Oh, I was about to say, and as I say it, gets it. So let's look at why that giggler sweep was considered prime real estate here. Number one, it's got the legs gathered to the outside. They don't have to be on the outside. I find it a little bit easier to the outside. Number two, arm is clamped. But really, number three, Aaliyah really has her weight. I don't want to say like too far over, but more over this way than I would say it's this way. She's like almost perfectly in line with uh Alyssa. Let's just kind of trace their spines real quick. This is a rough estimate of where Alyssa's spine is, and this is a rough estimate of where Aaliyah's spine is. They're very close together. Any further than that, like if it was here or like even here, I would say, yeah, probably not a good idea. But here, a little bit of a bridge, and she gets it, even on the second attempt. Fast forward a little bit. So they run it back. Just keeping a tight overhook on the other side. Aaliyah's trying to get double underhooks here, trying to maybe advance into a pass. Alyssa attempts the giggler, doesn't get it. Manages to make space though, good. Oh, I like what Aaliyah did there. She gave a lot of space just to re-engage. Very nice. Alyssa doing a good job keeping the hips away with that spare hand here, but now she's got to get to her side and get that underhook. There we go. She's got the underhook. Good. Now she needs lower body alignment. There we go. Now she's got to come up to the dogfight. There we go. Textbook. Got Javon on top, Kai on the bottom here. Yep, now they're in the correct starting position. They hit the go button. Oh, Kai doing a great job pummeling. Look how tight he kept his elbow. Gets inside position with his left arm right here. Pummels it all the way through. Keeps his elbow in a solid framing position. Swings his arm underneath. And now he's got that underhook. He's got to get lower body alignment. Yep, exactly. He's got to keep Javon's upper body away. Not upper body away. He's got to stay on his side. He's got a frame on Javon's far leg. Oh, Javon passes. Wait, Kai still got the underhook. Good direction switch by Javon. That was nice. If your opponent passes the side control and you still have the underhook, you still have a chance. Get to your side, take the back, or at least force them into the front headlock position. Gets the underhook again, gets to his side. He's in a better position. Oh, he lost the underhook. There we go, gets it back. He's got to keep making his way to Javon's back. He's in a good position right now. Very nice. Oh, didn't quite get there. Yeah, I would just keep the underhook from here. I don't know why he keeps giving it up. Denise on the bottom with the underhook. Alyssa on top. Good lower body alignment. I want to go back and look at that. So she's got the underhook, but she knows that if she comes up from here, she's got nothing keeping Alyssa from swinging around this way, putting her in a front headlock. So what does she do? She invests in the time to hook that leg, get that lower body alignment here. Now Alyssa can't run to the front end. Here it comes up to the dogfight. Very nice. Attempts to giggler. Yeah, I would argue that Alyssa's hips are too far this way and too elevated for the giggler sweep here. If she were fully resisting, I don't think she'd get it. But I do like the adjustment that Denise made, where she points her hips to the direction, points her knees slash hips to the direction where she wants to go. I'd like her left foot to stomp on the outside of Alyssa's leg next time, so Alyssa can't move her knee forward like she did with base. Base, back. She can't move her base forward like she did with back. Sorry guys, I'm just a slightly, like very slightly still sick. I had a rough couple days, I'm not gonna lie. Had to pull out of a super fight and everything. So again here, yep, now she made the adjustment. I don't think you can see it, but I'm pretty sure her feet are on the outside of Alyssa's knees. And now her hips are a little bit further underneath her opponent. And as much as she can, she's pointing her hips and knees away. So she's going to have an easier time. Not an easy time, an easier time getting that giggler sweep. Got Anthony on top, Matt on the bottom here, and doing a good job giving him like a crossface with his left arm. Not a crossface, just like a one arm paper cutter choke. Matt gets to his side. Oh, that was beautiful. Gets to his side. So naturally, what's Ant going to do? He's going to power forward this way. So what does Matt do? Hits the giggler sweep. Doesn't get the giggler sweep. What does he do? By natural progression, space open up here. It's going to penetrate that gap with the underhook and come out. That was excellent. Excellent display of jiu-jitsu. Attack where your opponent isn't. Use their reaction against them. So reset. Probably should have fast forwarded there. Matt again looking for that underhook. Doing a good job staying vigilant with the legs. Gets on his side. Now he's looking for the underhook. Tried the same combination and did a much better job keeping that elbow clamped, but Matt was still able to find a small gap, get to his side. Oh, settles for the back over sweep or whatever it's called. That was nice. Got Chris on the bottom and Kev on top here. Kev trying to maintain and pass. Chris trying to get to the dogfight. Or hit the Giggler sweep. Ooh, finds a gap. Gets that underhook. Very nice by Chris. Now he's got to get to his side. Kev's not going to let him have it easy, though. Got a tight whizzer here. Chris is still on his back. Kev looking for that one arm paper cutter choke. Maybe even an arm lock with that right side. Let's see what adjustment Chris makes. Inching onto his side. Very good. He's got to raise and pummel that underhook. Gets lower body alignment. Nice. Wow. Very extreme lower body alignment. Nice. Kev abandoned that whizzer. Chris should be coming up now. Almost. But almost don't count. I mean, yes, it does. You get advantage points. Goes back to the underhook. He's got to get on the side. Beautiful adjustment. That was the I don't want to say situation scenario he needed. That was excellent. So here Kirk is starting with the underhook. Switches the legs. Oh, thought he had a sweep there. Gets to the dogfight. He's got to get that leg. Oh, that was risky, but it paid off. He's got to get to his knees and step up onto his right foot now. Yeah, I'd like to see my guys step up onto the right foot, or else they're gonna hit with that whizzer kick. Starts with the underhook again. Got the legs right there. We go. Now he's got to step up onto the right foot. Yeah, I want to see this foot up so he could drive off of it and not get whizzer kicked. There we go. That's the final position I want when I say dogfight. Small but significant detail. Especially against a good wrestler, good judo guy. Hit you right with that Uchimata, whizzer kick, whatever you want to call it. Chris with the underhook starting out. He's got to switch his feet. Good lower body alignment. Yep, got to set that right foot up. Excellent. Textbook way to get to the dogfight position, which we're going to pick up on in next week, maybe a few weeks. Hit the forward moving system sweeps from there, and then backwards after that. Oh, nice. And hits the knee tap. Good job by Chris keeping his hips away from Kirk, so he's able to get to a base. Gonna run it back. Very good leg switch. Going perfect. So time for one more. Oh, okay. Kirk doing something interesting. He's crossing his legs and he's sitting back on his heels so that Chris can't create lower body alignment. Interesting. I wish we had more time to explore that. Got Nate on top, Ant on the bottom here. Looks like Ant has an underhook. Just got to get to his side, get that lower body alignment, get his head in play. We're doing 2 minute rounds on this one. So it should be maximum resistance from the top and bottom. Nate trying to pass, Ant trying to sweep. Oh, maybe he's got an overhook. He's going for the giggler. Looks like he's trying to set it up a little. Now would be a great time for a giggler. Exactly. So as soon as Nate's center of gravity kind of pitched over Ant's, that's a great time to hit a giggler. Fast forward here. Oh, so they started with the underhook. So Ant's going to start with the underhook here. Nate's going to try and pass or get that position back. So he's trying to hit a knee slide out here. Ant doing a good job getting to the dogfight. Excellent. Oh, Nate hit like a rethrow there. Wouldn't it count it as a sweep, but managed not to get swept and forced to reset. Here, the reset again. Nate's got to be careful. You could see his weight's like way far over this way, and their spines are in line here. Prime real estate to get swept with the giggler sweep, to be specific. Exactly. Good job on Ant for feeling that position. Here, and it's got the underhook. Nate immediately puts the overhook on. Ooh, good get up by hand. That was textbook. Oh no! And had the position. Nate just bridged him. Once you get on top, stay on top. Got Tony on top, or is Eddie on the bottom? Tony's on. Oh, this is gonna get confusing. Tony's on the bottom. Chow's on top. Both wearing the same colors though. So Chow's trying to pass here. Should have the underhook. Tony tried the giggler, didn't get it. Chow's getting that knee out into three-quarter. Now he's mounted. Oh, Tony did a good job. Ooh, good dismount by Chow into side control. So didn't get the mount, but realized he could make the best out of his situation. Got the side control. Still counts as a pass. Very good. Fast forward a little bit here. Get right to the heart of the action. Will they go again? Tony hips out, makes a little bit of space to get that left underhook. Very nice. Chow's got the underhook on the other side though now, so he's not home free yet. He's got to pummel this underhook up while reverse shrimping down to get his ear to his chest. Oh no, I don't know what he's doing with that arm. Yeah, he's presented with a problem because Chow's got the underhook on the other side now. I don't think sacrificing this underhook is going to solve that problem. We'll see. See what he comes up with. Oh, Chow was going to go for Kimura there. All right, so now they're back to where they started. Except worse because now Tony's got both underhooks taken. Chow should just bury his head, maybe switch his head to the other side, and start passing. Get his butt high. Yep, there we go. He's using his right foot to try and get his left leg out.